Discover timeless wisdom from ancient Greek philosophers on finding happiness from within. These quotes reveal insights about inner peace, self-acceptance, and personal growth, lessons that many realize only later in life. 1. Do not seek for happiness outside yourself. Epictetus emphasizes that true happiness isn't something we can find in external sources. It resides within us. By seeking fulfillment through external factors like wealth, status, or relationships, we become dependent on things beyond our control, leading to instability and disappointment. Epictetus suggests that inner peace and satisfaction are attainable only when we focus on cultivating a fulfilling inner life. This approach involves self-awareness, self-acceptance, and aligning our lives with our values. When we look inward for contentment, we find resilience as we're less affected by life's uncertainties. This philosophy empowers us to take responsibility for our own happiness, finding joy in who we are rather than what we have. For Epictetus, happiness is an internal state shaped by our thoughts and choices. 2. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. Epicurus teaches that contentment lies in appreciating what we have, rather than constantly desiring more. This quote suggests that a person who is always seeking excess will never be truly fulfilled. True satisfaction comes from recognizing the value in even the smallest of blessings, finding joy in simple pleasures. This mindset promotes gratitude and a minimalist approach to life, where happiness is measured by contentment rather than accumulation. Epicurus implies that endless desires lead to a restless mind, whereas limiting our wants creates a stable foundation for happiness. By setting realistic expectations, we build a life of appreciation and peace. The message here is to cultivate satisfaction in the present moment, regardless of material abundance. 3. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. This quote by Epictetus highlights the importance of focusing on what we can control while letting go of what we cannot. Worrying over uncontrollable events only creates unnecessary stress, robbing us of our peace. By releasing concerns over things outside our influence, we free ourselves from anxiety and frustration. Epictetus's advice encourages us to build resilience and acceptance, empowering us to respond with calm to life's uncertainties. This practice is foundational in Stoicism, where inner peace is maintained by differentiating between what we can and cannot change. Ultimately, this philosophy allows us to channel energy into productive actions rather than futile concerns, finding happiness in self-mastery and acceptance of life's natural flow. 4. True happiness flows from the possession of wisdom and virtue. Plato associates true happiness with the virtues of wisdom and moral character, implying that fulfillment comes from intellectual and ethical growth. Wisdom helps us understand life's complexities and make choices that align with our values, while virtue ensures that we act with integrity and compassion. This combination creates a balanced life rooted in justice, empathy, and self-knowledge. According to Plato, external pleasures are fleeting, whereas happiness from wisdom and virtue is profound and enduring. His view underscores the importance of self-improvement and moral responsibility, suggesting that a meaningful life is one dedicated to growth in knowledge and goodness. This perspective positions happiness not as a passive state, but as the result of active pursuit of intellectual and ethical refinement. 5. It is the mark of a wise man to seek happiness within rather than in outward things. Aristotle's statement implies that wisdom involves recognizing that true happiness is an internal experience, independent of external circumstances. A wise person understands that relying on external factors for happiness is inherently unstable, as they are subject to change and loss. Instead, Aristotle advises cultivating inner strength and contentment, which provide a more lasting source of joy. This approach fosters resilience, allowing one to remain steady and joyful even in adversity. Seeking happiness within encourages self-awareness, as we explore what genuinely fulfills us beyond societal expectations or material gain. Aristotle's philosophy aligns happiness with virtue and self-sufficiency, where fulfillment is achieved through personal growth. Thus, wisdom and internal stability are intertwined, forming the basis for true contentment. 6. Happiness resides not in possessions and not in gold. Happiness dwells in the soul. Democritus emphasizes that material wealth does not equate to true happiness, which he believes lies within the soul. This quote suggests that the pursuit of possessions is a shallow endeavor, ultimately leaving people unfulfilled. Democritus advocates for a focus on cultivating inner peace, integrity, and self-knowledge, which bring a deeper, lasting happiness. External wealth is subject to change, while inner wealth, derived from wisdom and virtue, remains stable and genuine. By turning inward for joy, we find a richness that material gains cannot provide. This viewpoint shifts the focus from external accumulation to internal growth, reinforcing that happiness is best nurtured within one's character and mindset. 7. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong happiness. Socrates champions self-love as foundational to a happy life, encouraging us to appreciate our inherent worth. Genuine self-love fosters self-acceptance, compassion, and respect, which are essential for a balanced and fulfilling life. When we truly value ourselves, we make decisions aligned with our well-being and resist situations that harm us. This healthy self-regard enhances our relationships as we approach others from a place of completeness rather than need. Socrates implies that self-love is not selfish, but necessary for cultivating a life rooted in respect and kindness. This inner affection enables us to navigate challenges with resilience and to pursue growth joyfully. Happiness, therefore, begins with nurturing a positive relationship with ourselves. 8. Happiness is not in the body, but in the soul. Plato emphasizes that happiness is a state of the soul rather than a bodily experience, highlighting the depth and internal nature of true fulfillment. While physical pleasures may provide temporary joy, Plato believes they fall short of the lasting happiness that comes from within. He associates the soul's joy with virtues like wisdom, courage, and compassion, which provide enduring satisfaction. This perspective encourages us to prioritize mental and emotional well-being over physical indulgences. According to Plato, a fulfilled soul is one aligned with moral values and intellectual growth. In this way, happiness becomes a matter of spiritual and moral integrity, not merely sensory enjoyment. 9. True freedom and happiness come from understanding oneself. Heraclitus links happiness with self-awareness, suggesting that understanding ourselves is the key to both freedom and contentment. Self-understanding allows us to navigate life with clarity, knowing what truly fulfills us and avoiding distractions that don't serve our well-being. By identifying our values and motivations, we gain control over our choices, leading to a life aligned with our authentic self. This approach promotes personal freedom, as we are less influenced by external pressures or expectations. Heraclitus implies that inner clarity provides a stable foundation for happiness, as it reduces confusion and conflict within. The journey of self-discovery, then, becomes essential to a meaningful and liberated life. 10. The wise man seeks joy from within. Aristotle suggests that wisdom involves finding joy within oneself, rather than relying on external circumstances for happiness. A wise person understands that inner contentment is more stable than joy derived from external sources, which are often temporary. By cultivating virtues like gratitude, patience, and self-acceptance, we can access a deep sense of fulfillment. This inward approach to happiness promotes resilience, allowing us to remain peaceful even when external events are challenging. Aristotle's statement encourages a focus on self-improvement and inner harmony, where joy is a result of personal growth. Seeking joy from within aligns with a life of self-sufficiency, where happiness is rooted in one's character and inner state rather than the outside world. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed exploring these powerful quotes from ancient Greek philosophers, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss out on new uploads. Let's continue learning and growing together.